everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of our series Rising Stars, which profiles the emerging talent in the music industry. And today, on this very special episode, we have with us an independent rising star, Sahil Verma, with us. We welcome you on our show, Sahil.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy to join.
So, my first question to you, Sahil, is tell us about your musical journey so far.
My musical journey, wow, it's been a heavy roller coaster ride since the beginning. So I've been making music for 10 years now,
Oh, wow.
and I've done everything from dance music to traditional hip hop to background scoring to sync projects to yeah, I guess I've done most of all. And but yeah, I think influence wise, my musical journey began way back in the day when I was still a young boy, very young.
Yeah,
My mom always wanted me to be a singer, and that's why she put me through traditional classical Indian music training when I was like super young.
that's great.
And so I did that, and I think that's how my interest in music was shaped and formed. And then also, like, I remember being really young. I used to, I think that was Delhi Public School in Jaipur.
Mhm.
I joined. So I was always moving when I was a young boy. But most of my teenage or childhood was in Mumbai. But I was always like, I was born in Delhi, then Jaipur, Pune, Mumbai. So always been running around. But I think school wise, yeah, I was always very involved with the school bands and playing instruments and singing live. And I was really a big fan of Western music, and especially English country and rock pop, the old styles. So I did that, and I think that's how my musical interest was shaped and over the years. And then I think in 2014 or 13 is when I saw Tiesto perform live for the first time in Mumbai. I was underage to even get in, but I got in somehow, and I was so that's what really changed my whole perspective. And I thought, wow, a DJ can actually stand there, and there's like 50,000 people in the audience, and all there just to see him live. And he's not playing an instrument, but he's just making sure everyone's having an amazing time, the production and everything. So that's when I kind of realized that yes, I want to be a DJ as well, I want to produce music as well. So that's when I thought I'm going to do it. Then I got on the grind, started learning music production on YouTube, started messing around with softwares and plugins and everything that I could. So yeah, I am a self-taught producer as well, also a DJ. I never went to traditional DJ school. I just watched videos online and
Mhm.
got up onto that. So that's how I yeah, that's I think that's a good answer for how my musical journey has been. Yeah, that was it.
So music was the first plan since childhood.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know that there's nothing better that I can do in my life. So music
So
it
who
is.
was your biggest inspiration?
Sorry, my biggest inspiration. That's
Yeah.
because my musical influences. So say I take inspiration from a lot of artists, and traditionally I don't really follow a lot. I mean, I do follow everybody in a way that I'm always up to date with what's happening in the market and what kind of sound is doing what where. But I think I love ethnic instruments, right? Music cultures. I love music cultures. So Latin music, house music. Then I also love. There's this guy in Azerbaijan. He plays this really unique instrument called tar. His
Oh, that's
name is Sharir Imanov, if I'm not wrong. And so yeah, I think I discovered him at a Sadhguru Mahashivratri live stream, right? Because they invite all the cool people that play really
uh-huh.
cool instrumental music.
Right.
And I was just watching. I don't know why I was even watching, but I was watching one day, and I found this guy performing in India, and he's from Azerbaijan, and I fell in love with the instrument. And I love ethnic instruments and organic instruments, but I also like electronic synthesizers and drums and electronic sounds. So I think it's just a mash between the two, and I try and keep it as melodic and musical yet commercially relevant. Plus,
Mhm.
yeah,
So what is
plus.
your favorite genre of music? What do you enjoy the most?
Yeah,
festival.
that's crazy because if you
Yeah.
ask me, my discography is nothing like the music that I listen to. So I listen to everything to begin with, but currently my favorite genre is tech house or Latin house. I also really love Afro house. So yeah, it's a lot of house music, especially being surrounded by the dance music world right now. I think it's just got me back into dance music. So I really love house and all the urban subgenres of house that are now like really making an impact. I really enjoy that personally.
So, firstly, Sahil, congratulations that you performed at the world's biggest music festival, Tomorrowland,
Yes,
and you
thank
made us
you,
all really proud on that phase. So,
thank
your
you so much.
performance at Tomorrowland is undoubtedly a milestone for Indian talent. How did
Yeah,
you see this impacting the perception of Indian independent
yeah,
artists on the
yeah,
global stage?
right. I think it's a huge honor to. I mean, I didn't even know I was the first
Yeah.
independent artist until someone
Mhm.
told me. I was like, oh shit, okay, that's great. But I
That's
think
crazy. This is the
it's not
world's
about.
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even about the tax. It's literally just putting India on the map, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about because there's so much talent in India. I have friends and we all grew up doing music together, I guess. And now I see everyone doing great for themselves. So I mean, eventually everything just catches on. I think this is where I always wanted to be. And yeah, so funny thing, I when I was super young, I used to live in Mumbai, and I drew the Tomorrowland logo 10 years ago on my wardrobe,
Oh, wow. You
and
manifested it.
yeah, literally manifested it, and yeah, 10 years after, here I am now, and it's just manifesting your goals into reality, and then of course working for it as well. So I think yeah, the dots connected, and things worked out. So I was just really glad to have the honor, and I think it means a lot to me because it's just a way of me telling people back home that really want to do this that it's not impossible. it's
Yeah.
it's just it's just keeping at it and not giving up. Like, okay, this might sound too cliche that everyone says this. Every YouTube video that you pull up that's going to be inspiring or about advice, it's this is like the typical line: don't give up, keep doing it, but also be smart about it. I think it's also very important for me to mention that be smart about it. Like, be delusional, be unique, be creative, but also be smart about it because especially being an independent artist,
Yeah.
you have to understand how the industry operates. Because of course there is a creative side to it, there is an artistic side to it, which is great and which matters the most, of course. But there's also a logical and functional side of it, right? So you have to know how to distribute your music, how you're going to do the marketing, how you're going to do contracts, what are your royalties going to be, how are you going to sign up with PROs, and there's so many legal, logical, practical things that come with it. And being an independent artist, it's only fair to just go out, do some research and learn them for yourself, so that you're not just I
Mhm.
mean, just to be just an artist is a luxury in my opinion, because I think not everybody gets that. Most of 99% of the people don't get to do that because they just want to do it, try it out themselves, and then see where it goes. But I mean, of course, if you are in that phase, I mean, I still am, but
Yeah.
it's just that if you still are doing that, it's also very important to understand and learn about these technical things about the industry. So
Yeah.
that's when you know that, okay, even if things go wrong, I am in control, because now I just haven't signed with a label that will take away 100% of my publishing and 100% of my streaming royalties, or publishing, or mechanical royalties. So it's just that when you know these things is when you can also be your own lawyer and negotiate. So it's just being a little smart about it too, just not, because it's really exciting to do these things and to get opportunities like this. But I think the one thing people give in, especially us as Indians, we're just really excited to just get on there, and we
Yeah.
don't care about what is fair and what is not fair, because of course the labels or the
Yeah, in
brands.
contrast to that, only I was asking you that as an
Yeah,
independent artist, without any management or
yeah,
label,
yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah,
managed to perform at Tomorrowland.
yeah.
What has been the driving force behind your journey, and how have you stayed focused on your musical goals throughout these years?
Yeah. I
What
think
about
honestly, I've always just gone with the flow, right?
yeah,
It's not like it was a big dream for me, but it was not the only thing that I ever wanted. It
yeah.
was one of the things that I always wanted to do, and but so it's just that I stayed true to my art, and I just kept going at it. So I took every opportunity that I got. So if I got the opportunity to produce for a brand, to do a background score, to do this, that, any small thing, any big thing, I was always welcoming every opportunity with open arms and then just grabbing it. And then yeah, people started noticing, and then is when people started reaching out to me, and then I got back to performing. So yeah, I mean, because I didn't DJ after
Mm,
COVID, because yeah, I mean, ever since COVID came, there was like no clubs, no festivals, nothing at all. So DJing was kind of, like on a big decline as a
mm.
market, but not just as a market, like me being a DJ,
Now
like where
DJ
do I
is a
DJ?
very DJ is a very good market. We see
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on
It really is.
Instagram, we see on our very good platforms. It's a very good medium.
Yeah, 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 for sure. But also, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like DJing died for me back then because COVID didn't allow me to still keep doing that. So I got a lot into music production, and then I started doing sync and licensing stuff, and then doing stuff with brands and background scores, and helping my friends that own media production companies with, making the music for the background, and literally just doing anything that I could. And then after that, after COVID, I slowly started, like, I mean, literally 2023 is when I started performing again. And I think the lost love for, I wouldn't call it lost, that's the wrong word, but, just the feeling of being on stage and being a DJ and expressing yourself through your set. I think it just came back, and I literally felt, no, this is what I was born to do. So I have to come back, and I have to do it again, and do it in a way that I really want to now. Because earlier on, there's two types of DJs. There's DJs for the crowd, and there's crowd for the DJ. I'm trying to balance between both because I still care about giving everyone in the audience an amazing time. So yeah,
How
it's
was
going
the
great.
feeling? So how was the feeling before the performance and after the performance at Tomorrowland? You were nervous. What was all
Yeah, I
about?
was nervous. I was nervous. I am nervous before every show. Like, no matter if I'm playing for 100 people or if I'm playing for 10,000, I am always nervous. And I mean, I feel that's a good thing. That's a good
Yeah,
thing to be nervous, because then you know that you actually care about
yeah.
how it's gonna go, and you're just, in your head running that, okay, I hope this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so I think I was nervous in the beginning, and then while I was getting to the stage, I was just thinking about, oh shit, okay, we're actually going to do this. This was a dream. And the 15-year-old, my version of myself, is so proud of me right now and is so excited. So I was just thinking, I don't have to let him down. Worked hard for 10 years. Now we're here. Let's kill it. So that's what the emotions were. And yeah, I mean, as soon as I started playing the first two songs, I think that's when I just got into my whole rhythm. And then I was, because the people that know me, they always tell me, you as a personality, you're completely different when you're on stage, and you're completely different when you're off stage. So that is quite a contrast. But yeah, that is it.
So do you think that the expectations you were having from this festival, it was on the
Way better,
platform way
way
better,
better,
way better?
way better. Because I thought it was going to be cool.
Yeah.
But the thing was, because my stage, the stage that I was performing at, was right behind the main stage. So Vinny Vici is playing right next to me, and so I was just a little scared as well, because
Yeah.
that's I was closing the stage, so that's
Yeah.
like the prime time. So I played from 7 to 9, or actually I played way longer. I played until 10 because people wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
But my set was from 7 to 9 officially, and I was just, before I got there, I was just a little scared, because if why would people want to miss out on the main stage and come see me? But Jesus Christ, it began, pretty enthusiastically. And I loved to see people just walking in, and then just, because after a point, everyone just started vibing. Everyone was just around me, and everyone started. So even the people passing by, they were like, what the hell is going on here? Let's check out what's here. And then they caught on, and then they started loving it as well. And then it grew into a full crowd. So that was really, really, really amazing. And I mean, I really want to thank everyone that joined me on that stage, because there was also a lot of Indian people. And I'm so glad yeah, they had Indian flags, and they were so proud of me being Indian and me DJing, and they were really excited. And I think I felt the energy. I loved the energy. I also played Indian music, Hindi songs, and also
Wow.
Punjabi songs, and they went crazy. So like it's crazy to see the whole world dancing on Hindi
Response.
music. That
Yeah.
was incredible. Yeah.
So, I think, what was your favorite stage performance so far? I would say, be
In my
it
whole life.
be it 10, yeah, in live music.
Uh, I'm really sorry. I mean, there's been too many good ones, but there's nothing better than the set that I played at Tomorrowland. I think that was the best set of my life
Yeah.
because everybody in the crowd, they're just there to have a nice time, and you see it in their energies. You see them grooving, and the whole, I mean, just the festival is such a beautiful place because there's people from all around the world, but it just feels like such a big family. Everyone's just caring for each other. Even though if you're strangers, you're dancing together, hugging each other, going crazy, enjoying the music, good vibes, pure vibes. I think that's what made a lot of that's what made the most difference for my experience, because everyone in the crowd, we were having an amazing time, and that's all everybody cared about. So that was Tomorrowland for me. Tomorrowland was my best set ever until now, yet.
So hope to see you next year also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But also, I'm gonna be back in India for a short while next week. So yeah, I'm hoping to play some shows in India as well. And yeah, who knows? They go even better.
So Sahil, independent artists, I think they face a lot of struggles also.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
of course.
so
That's
tell
yeah,
us about
so
that.
much.
The, the struggles you had in last 10 years. You started your career. What struggles you faced?
I think I struggle with everything. And I got to a point where I wasn't scared of failing anymore, because like after a point you just like failed enough. So if I fail even now, then I won't be surprised. So it's just like I've failed too many times, and now I'm okay with failing. In fact, I'm grateful for failing, because when I fail is
Yeah,
when I know how not to do it, right?
yeah.
So that's a learning experience. So if I fail, now I know what exactly I don't have to do. And once I fail, I learn from it, do it again, and then do it until I do a good job. So I
Mhm.
think that is one of the things. But also, yeah, like the struggles are so much more than just saying that I failed so much, but also there's a lack of resources. There's a lack of infrastructure. There's a lack of support for independent artists, and also it is so intimidating to even figure out how the industry works, or what this industry is at all. Because it is in a way the show business, and you just trying to do something and it will go unnoticed. So lots of rejections, lots of no's, and lots of other things. But yeah, all of that. So sorry, 2 minutes. Yeah, so lots of all of that, and there's no platforms that are openly available for artists to reach out to, or to be discovered with. If people really want to get discovered, it has to be with their own self. There's not too many initiatives that the big companies or the labels or the uh, you know and this, yeah, it's just a lot of that, and endless hours of just being miserable, I guess. Because nothing works out. You're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Because I'm giving it my best, but all I get to hear is this is not good, or I never get to hear back at all. That's also the case. So it's just that all of these things just pile up to a level where a lot of people just leave. They're like,
Yeah.
Let's do something else." And it's I mean, I just really hope that the brands and the labels and all the big people really realize how important it is to scout talent, and not just wait for talent to finally do something noteworthy and then identify that.
Mhm.
Because if there's more things that can be done within the industry, and just logically to create more opportunities for people that really want to do something and are highly motivated and are highly talented, to not to forget, like there's some amazing producers in India that literally do such good music, or such amazing DJs. I mean, I've been lucky to know a lot of people, and that we grew together in the scene, and it's just really 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 exciting to see how good they are, but also at the same time how much they deserve and how much they are missing out on. Because if the if the big players create opportunities, these guys are going to kill it, it's
Okay.
just that you give them an opportunity and they're going to kill it. But it's just that, just these struggles, and yeah, so much more. I mean, I can go all day talking about just these, but of course we have limited time. But no, I hope you get the point.
Yeah. So, what are your future goals and aspirations as an artist, and any other dream stages or collaborations you hope to achieve in future?
I'm trying to dream new dreams now,
Yeah.
so I'm in that phase.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I would love to. I mean, see, the biggest goal for me is just to make amazing music, and
Yeah.
to make sure that people that come for my sets, they never forget it. Because it's fascinating, because I think the first weekend, Saturday, I think Saturday, right, the next day after my show,
Mm-hmm.
I was just walking around the festival just to check out some stages,
Mm-hmm.
and I was stopped by random people who were at my set. I didn't remember their faces, of course, I not for everybody. And they stopped me and they told me, we've been here 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
We've been main stage, this stage, that stage, but your set was the highlight for us at Tomorrowland. I think that means a lot to me personally, because all the self-doubt and all the am I good enough, or will I be okay, that just validates it, and that gives you a boost in your confidence and only inspires you to do better. So I think that's something amazing. And yeah, lots of other things. And plans wise, I'm going to make a lot. September onwards, I'm back in the studio. I'm gonna make a lot of new music that will be, a brand new sound that I will introduce as my signature. And yeah, lots of fun releases, lots of fun touring, lots of fun shows, and meeting new people all around the world, and yeah, putting India on the map over and over again.
So, any new projects lined up? Any new upcoming
Uh
projects?
there's not a lot that I can tell you about it, because they're still in the works. We're still
Something.
negotiating with.
Yeah.
I've got, I've got, I've
Just
got, I've got, I've got a couple meetings with some renowned British singers this weekend on Saturday.
yeah.
So I'm going to Amsterdam and I'm going to do those meetings. And I've got like 10 or 12 instrumentals that are like almost ready to go. But
Mm.
I'm like, I still take a lot of time with my music. I want to make sure everything is just exactly how I want it to be. So yeah, lots of fun songwriting sessions that I'm going to be involved with. I've got yeah, I think hopefully my next release will be in October. Will has to be in October. So I'm going to drop something new in October. And October onwards, I'm going to try my best to just always release at least one track a month. I mean, it does not have to be with the label every time. There's also going to be a lot of independent stuff. But yeah, I think the music wise, that's what's happening. And touring wise, I'm gonna tour a lot again. So I'm gonna be in India. Hopefully I will do some shows in India starting in 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna be back in Amsterdam. Then I will be doing shows in Egypt, as
wow.
well as Turkey, as well as the Middle East. And I think we're also in talks with Asian markets from so Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. So these
Wow.
are also, so there's a lots going on. There's a lot of things going on, but there's a lot of logistics involved with it as well. So I need visas to be in a couple of places, and it's just a whole process. So we have to like work ahead of time and make sure this happens, that happens, and yeah. So it's just that lots of things are happening, but I also want to make time for studio. So I
Yeah.
will not be touring heavily because I really want to focus on studio time for especially for the next 3 months.
Mm.
And yeah, after that it's a lot of touring and it's a lot of collaborations and fun stuff.
Yeah. So, any advice, Sahil, for budding artists? Any advice you want to give?
Don't wait for a manager, or don't think that a label is everything. It's not. Understand how a label works, understand how marketing works, understand how branding works, understand how being an artist works, and understand how a manager or an agent you know would build on you or look at you as a commercially sellable artist.
Yeah.
So if you look at all of these aspects yourself, then you can be your own manager until the time that you actually find one. And trust me, if you figure these things out, so okay, as an artist, like literally me, I did all my videos myself, my distribution, my publishing, my my royalty management, plus my PRO filings, plus my taxes, plus my being my own lawyer, being my own graphic designer, everything. Like you have to do all of these things yourself, and they only make you stronger because
Yeah.
once you actually get to a level where you will work with a team, you already know something about everything, right? So you don't have to be the expert of every field, but then if you know something about everything, then you know when someone is being genuine or if someone's trying to rip you off.
Hmm.
So you just
That's
you're
it.
just a smarter version of yourself. So I think it's very important, and most importantly, uh believe in yourself, because nobody else will. I promise, nobody else will. So be delusional about believing in yourself and just keep working at it. Be smart about things, and yeah, take things practically. Like don't be disheartened if something big doesn't happen. Look at how you can do it better or why it did not happen. Or what were they looking for specifically and how you can improve on it. And just, yeah, be original, keep making original music. And the best thing, I think, the best advice that I would give is, it's actually not even coming from me. I heard it from someone that I really look up to. I'm not gonna name them, but
Hmm.
very successful dance music artist.
Oh, wow.
He told me, don't follow trends. Make something that the world hasn't heard before,
Hmm.
because that is when you bring something new to the table, and that is when people will start catching up, and that is when the sound that you believe in, somebody will believe in it one day as well. So keep doing you, and don't try to be the next Martin Garrix, or don't try to be the next Vinny Vici, or don't try and be the next David Guetta. Just be you and do what you love. Because that's when you stay true to yourself, and then people just eventually come along. So I think that
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 was
that, that would
amazing.
be my advice.
That was amazing.
Awesome.
It was amazing talking to you, Sahil. All the best
Awesome.
for your
Likewise.
future.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so much
much.
for your time. Thank you so much for joining.
All right. Have a nice
Thank
evening.
you.